All right, welcome. This is Nick Green presenting Let's Learn Japanese, a course series for the self-study of Japanese from basics and beginnings up to intermediate and hopefully advanced. If you'd like to be a member of the Let's Learn Japanese project, the link's down below for the Patreon for various levels of support. Also, if you're interested in some type of tutoring or technical assistance, that can also be done via the Patreon, and the prices are given on the website. Okay, cool. Now, this is as usual, a Let's Read Japanese. So up above is going to be the audio or video what I'll be reading along to. Off to the side is going to be the either subtitles or text rips or text of what I'll be reading along with the audio. So I read along with the audio. If I come across a word I don't know, I pause real quick, look up what that word means, help increase my comprehension of the story, what's going on, and then continue on with the story. So again, this is reading, even though an anime is playing up above. What you'll find is, again, since I'm doing this for comprehension of using of the written language, obviously, but it's the spoken form in this case. But you can do this with audiobooks. And the benefit is there's a number of benefits to doing this. For one, because I've increased comprehension via the reading, what happens then, I can then rewatch this particular episode like without subtitles or anything and like have a much higher level of comprehension in Japanese of what the story is going on. So it helps then improve. If I ever do this for repeated viewings, and it basically becomes more and more comprehensible with each viewing. So there is that. There are also some other benefits as well, because later on I can take all this information, throw it into Anki, and begin actually studying, the sentences, the I+1 sentences, the vocabulary words that are, of a higher frequency within this story, and also all the other previous stories that I've added. And also it can help with the ever doing with repetition or shadowing. So if you ever shadow stories like this, because you have a higher level of comprehension, and then later on you increase the listening comprehension, you do find out when you then practice shadowing with the same material, because you've had so much exposure to this, it is at a much higher level. So it's just a little bit more guided. You still choose what you utilize to do this, but make sure you choose something that's good, because you're going to be using the material a lot, if that helps. So that's why it's also good to talk to people about, hey, what's a good show? If you and give them an idea based on, hey, what is your particular likes? They may find an anime or a drama that's right up your alley, or again, audiobook as well. Yeah. So again, I've had good experience with this, and even if I'm not going to say if this has improved my Japanese, but I will say it's been fun. And really, if it's been fun, doesn't matter beyond that. And yes, my Japanese ability has improved, although I don't demonstrate any of that on these live streams, because I'm pretty sure if I started speaking Japanese, you realize my Japanese level is still way low. So it's been improved, but again, it's been improved from a way low level. So we'll leave it at that. All right, so if you've been paying attention, you already know the reasons, but if you haven't, here's what's happening. You probably say, hey, Nick Marine, you've already done Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's true. I did the first 2 seasons, episodes 1 through 26. And I was going to stop with the anime after Attack on Titan. However, Attack on Titan was so fucking good. Jeez, it was so good that I was thinking about, man, what of these animes I've done, what were really good? And the 2 animes that I really liked were Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Attack on Titan. The other 3 animes, they were ranked, but they were still ranked low. But also those other 3 animes were finished. Like they were basically 25 episodes and done. These 2 series, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Attack on Titan, were not finished. I just did the first 2, equivalent 25 or 26 episodes. There's still a lot of episodes left. Now, I'd already watched these episodes, but I never did it to the extent of Let's Read, where I was, or what I call active immersion, which is, again, look up the words you don't know. So I didn't do it with these. And I didn't even finish the series. I still got up to about season 5, and I kept wanting to go back and finish. I just never got around to it. But yeah, still good. It's still really good. But yeah, so because Attack on Titan was so freaking good, I talked myself into like, you know what? I want to finish Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and then finish Attack on Titan, because I wanted to finish Attack on Titan. And I thought, well, let me split this up a bit, because this gives me an excuse to finish Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So that's why I'm going to go up to episode 65, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Then I'm going to switch back to Attack on Titan, finish that up to season 3, which is about, I want to say, 34. So there's 38 episodes for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood to finish, and 34 episodes on Attack on Titan. And so I'll be doing those too. Cool. And then when I'm done with that, then I'll go back to doing live action. Then in the middle of the live action stuff, when season 4 of Attack on Titan completes, when it's completed entirely, the story's done, finished, then I'll go back and finish up Attack on Titan with one final season, and I'll leave it at that. And there are some other anime I've enjoyed, One Punch Man, Mob Psycho 100, for example. That I'm just gonna lean. I'm probably still just gonna lean toward live action dramas, just because I still prefer those better, and I've got a lot of them to access. Okay, so with that said, in that little intro, let's I don't know why. I mean, it's Coca-Cola, but my wife hates it when I drink straight out of the bottle, even though it's a 500 milliliter bottle. But so she has me I just pour it into a little glass, even though I'm the only one drinking out of it. So there you go. I guess it kind of makes sense. I'm very bad about. I've never really. If I have a bottle of soda, I finish the bottle. All right, I don't put it back in the refrigerator. That is normally not what I do. My wife does that, but I'm just, yeah. If I open up a bottle or a can, I'm gonna finish that, and then that, yeah, that's just my personality. Okay, with that said, we can get started. Now I'm wondering, because this is like, I forgot when was the last time when did I finish this one? It was a few months back. So yeah, I forgot when I finished episode 2 or season 2. But with that said, hey, let's just get into it. Yeah, and by the way, yeah, I got all the subtitles all the way down to episode 64, and these are the Netflix subtitles. So yeah, I prefer the Netflix subtitles. There's a lot than usually the stuff you get that are from DVD releases, because there's a lot less noise on it. And they may not include the lyrics to the songs, which I prefer that. Songs are nice and all, but they're not conversation. Okay, let's get started. Pinako Rokuberu. Oh, 17-second intro.
Ora.
Hohenheim.
No me.
Pinako.
一緒にいいかい?
I like this. By the way, I really like the intro song. It is a good intro song. I'm just not going to go over it. Okay. And yeah, these are from the. I'm quite sure the reason. It's in English or not Japanese. The Netflix ones, it would be in Japanese.
たまにはこんなのもいいね。のんきなもんだと思ってるんだろ。いいじゃないか、こんな時ぐらい。それでなくてもこの国は年がら年中戦い三昧なんだ。戦い三昧？イシュバールといい、戦争ばっかりだね、この国は。
何度繰り返しても学ぶことを知らない。人間は愚かで悲しい生き物だわ。
イシュバールやら暴動やら東部も大変だな。
東部だけでなく北も西も暴動だ、国境線だと。
That's Muse, right? Oh yeah, it is Muse. Okay.
今も南のアエルゴや西のクレタと
エルゴが西のクレタ。
国境付近で小競り合いが絶えねえし、
国境付近で。I know it's a little conflict, but let me see. 小競り合い。
北は北で大国ドラクマが控えてる。
あっちもこっちも死体の山か。
By the way, I feel like this is more of a Russia as opposed to like Germany would be Attack on Titan. It feels like this feels Russia based. I could be wrong. Like I said, I mean, someone can correct me.
そのうち国家転覆するんじゃ。
国転覆。
ああ、物騒な国だね。
こんなに軍事に傾いてきたのは今のブラッドレー大総統になってからかな。
おお、モテモテじゃない、ホーエンハイム。
一人で踊ってくるといい。
一人なんて面白くないよ。
このおじさん、ダンスなんてされたことできないのよ。ほら、あそこの子たちと一緒に踊ってきな。あれぐらいだったね。人体錬成なんてもあの子らが考え始めたのは。
人体錬成。
親として何か言ってやればよかったのに。
言葉などかけたところで償わなければならん現実に。
少なければ。目合わせにする。I offer apologies, right? Make up for, compensate. 少なければならん現実。
変わりはない。
厳しいね。
罪は罪だ。
ちくしょう！持っていかれた！助けて！誰が！母さん！母さん！嘘だ！違う！こんなのを望んだんじゃない！アルフォンス！
They still didn't explain what that body was. They kind of hinted that it's not his mom.
ちくしょう！ちくしょう！
返せよ、弟なんだ。足だろうが腕だろうが
心臓だろうがくれてやる！
だから返せよ。
たった一人の弟なんだよ！
クセルクセスを一夜で滅ぼした天井の石。
No, that's a destruction. 滅ぼした。天井の石。
これがあればアルの体を取り戻せるかもしれないのに。
ドクター、あなたが研究を命じられたものとは一体。賢者の石だ。あんなもの求めてはならん。あれは悪魔の研究だ。知れば地獄を見ることになる。
悪魔の研究求めてはならないもの。恨むぜマルコさんよ。
I know that should be good. Hito kara furi be a loss. Nijimu. So it's like Nijimu. Okay. そして regretful. Okay. Regret or resentment.
賢者の石の材料は
And James Rogers and 12 Pin Pepper. Hey guys.
生きた人間だ
Saying, is this a recap episode you're watching? It's saying interlude. There are some recaps, but it's holding some new stuff as well. So you are seeing Edward and Alphonse's father is there, and you're seeing Pinako as a younger lady. So you are getting new stuff in this as well, some new revelations as well as recaps. And it's a mixed recap. Like, this is kind of creepy. They're kind of dancing weirdly in a circle. Big vampire. Okay, that's creepy.
脆弱なものだな。
脆弱。脆弱。脆弱。
闇に怯え。
闇に怯え。怯え。Fear? Fear of the dark? Startled. Okay.
立ち向かおうともせず。ああして一時的に忘却し。
ああして。一時的に。Forgetful? Oblivion. 忘却。予覚し。
逃れようとしている。とても弱い生き物だ。人間は。ま、我々の貴重な資源として。
貴重な資源。Valuable heirloom, right?
大いに役立ってもらおうじゃないか。ああ、ホーエンハイム。
Fullmetal
Von Hohenheim.
Alchemist.
Hinako. Rokuberu.
Fullmetal
She looks kind of cool in her.
Alchemist.
君ならば真実の奥のさらなる真実に。
なんだこりゃひょっとして賢者の石を錬成するための
どれ手並み拝見
手並み拝見腕前 That's supposed to be your wrist? Skill ability. Oh, okay. Show me your skill. 手並み拝見
決して命拾いしたな。
Gishu. Again, skill. Umaratate, unforgettable. Ushiwaratate, undefeatable. Unlosable. Artificial. Gishude. Inochi Biroi. Okay, I'm guess like his best sword, his beloved sword. I'm guessing. Hang on, his sword can pierce the best even the best. Oh.
兄じゃ
情けないが我らの負けだ。
実はさに 人兄弟でしたとか言わない。
言わん言わん。小僧、さっさと我らを破壊するがいい。
人殺しは勘弁しろ。
こんな体の我らが人か？
あんたらのことを人じゃないと認
Pen Pepper, don't say that to him. Okay.
めちまったら、俺は俺の弟を人じゃないと認めることになる。俺の弟は人間だ。あんたらも人間だ。だから殺しは嫌だ。
鬼じゃ。我ら兄弟、物心ついた時から盗み壊し殺してきた。
Still crush and destroy, and still crush and kill.
それがこんな姿となって初めて人間扱いされるとは面白い。小僧。
Like Kozo, young boy. Shopkeep also, Kozo.
置き土産だ。すべて教えてやる。賢者の石を作り、我らにここを守るように命じた者は。
Oh.
危ない危ない。ダメよ48、余計なこと喋っちゃ。
やかましいんだよ、このボケが。おめえら貴重な人柱を殺しまうところだったんだぞ。分かってんのか。なんだ貴様ら、計画ってなんだ。人柱ってどういうことだ。
お前人柱だもんね。
そうさ、僕は人柱さ。人柱ってなんだ。
I know it's sacrifice, but
yeah. 二人の師匠も人柱になりうる人材かもし
れん。ごめんなさいね。あなたは人柱候補だけど。
Candidate. Cool.
ここで死ぬのよ。
ずっと考えていた。人柱とは何なのか。お前たちは私に何をさせようとしているのか。
Pen Pepper. They use that phrase regularly. I believe they use sacrifice. I don't think Hitobashi. I know it's sacrifice, but it feels like it's a little more than that. Not like you're being killed. It's like there's something a bit more to it than that. I don't know. Like just the context.
リオール、各地の暴動。
Where are we at? Kakuji. Oh, here we go.
賢者の石。材料は人間。イシュバールで俺たちがやったこと。おいおい、どこのドイツだ。こんなこと考えやがるな。
今お前たちがやっているのは、この国と国民すべてを利用して巨大な錬成人を作ること。そしてそれは賢者の石を作るためのもの。違うか。
Yeah, I think it's more like they're the sacrificial vessel. Like they're going to be the things that whatever's happening. So they're key. They're like key so they're key candidates, I think, for what's going to happen. Because obviously they have no problem sacrificing people. They do it by the thousands, or if not millions. I think thousands is probably better.
出たんじゃないのかい？本当は。ホエンハイム。なぜ誰にも言わなかった？ホエンハイム。
ホエンハイム。
言ったところで何か変わっていたのか？
え？
長い間俺は見てきた。 何度も同じ過ちを繰り返す人間の姿を。そしてその度に逃げるしかない非力な姿を。人間はとても脆い。
とても脆い。
言ったはずよ。賢者の石が核だと。
ホムンクルスだ。知ってるだろ、人工的に作られた人間。それが俺だ。どう
せここで全員死ぬんだ。
What? I think they're not made by, they're not like constructing, I mean, because obviously they're based on, they are human. They were just essentially, whatever happened is they're like their body became a blueprint for what's being made. So it's like they're an echo of whatever the Philosopher's Stone's creating. But you know, homunculus works as well. It's just homunculus makes this mean they're not living flesh anymore. They are, you know, carbon or whatever the equivalent of that. メドの土産にいいもの。Actually, let me look at Meido real quick. Shinja, okay, so that's basically the afterlife or the like hell. Yeah, netherworld, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Not hell as in punishment, just where the dead go. Meido no miyage. All right, so we had lust, gluttony, greed, wrath.
怪物が腹の中に怪物を飼っていた。周りをバックに飲み込みやがった。こんなものまで作り出すのか、錬金術は。
Wrath.
誰だおっさん。
I don't know. I kind of like. I still like Bradley. I know he's a homunculus, but he's like greed. He's kind of an easy. He's supposed to be a villain, but he's an easy villain to like. You like his character.
君に最強の盾があるように、私には最強の目があるのだ。
He's the ultimate eye.
Ah, そうか、ユーズ。軍がヤバいってのは、軍に危機が迫っているというのではなく、軍そのものがヤバいということか。
Basically, the entire upper military is in on the conspiracy.
お父さんも父親がいるの？
いるよ。
ホムンクルスを作った人。
作ったよ。
And it's hard not to hate gluttony either. It's hard not to like gluttony either. He's so cute. I mean, he's obviously a vicious killing machine, but he acts so cute and innocent at times. So that's kind of cool, like, because you have like the sword and the spear, Yari, and I forgot the term for it, but contradiction. So it's. So what do you do when a spear that can pierce anything goes against a shield that can block anything? So it's a kind of contradiction, immovable force and an impenetrable object.
そのくせ、些細なことにすぐとらわれ、立ち直れなくなる。そんな奴らがホムンクルスたちに何ができると思うのか。
それでも諦めない。諦めるもんか。
And Pinako, she was just this tiny little old fragile old lady, and then you see her like when she's in her badass time.
お前たちの姿だった
あの傷でなぜ
焼いて塞いだ
Yeah, basically cauterized wound. Yaite kusaida. I think that's cauterized, but it's not as a phrase.
2,3 度気絶しかけたがな
Make sure about that kizetsu. Probably like And by the way, I just remembered that's losing consciousness, not because of seeing it, but because the scene is happening, and like I remember that was about him. Ichiji shiki o ushinau koto. So just for a brief time, briefly lose consciousness.
さて秘密を吐いてもらおうか
ありがとうよ。頭に登ってた血が少し抜けて。
This would be Tamini Nobo. Whoa, wait. Oh, okay. Okay. And that one right there, Sayeru. Clear. Nozomiso. No, wait. That's no miso? Yeah, no miso. No miso.
脳みそが冴えてきた。
まだ抵抗するかよ。これでもうおとなしく寝てろ。
この体、不自由なことはたくさんある。だけど、不自由
So Fujio's like disabilities, but
と不幸はイコールじゃない。
yeah, so being disabled and being unhappy or fuko, yeah, misfortune, are not the same.
哀れに思われる理由はないよ。兄さんが錬金術でつなぎ止めてくれた命だ。今の僕を否定することは兄さんを錬金術を否定することになる。僕は錬金術の可能性を信じてる。信じたい。
国家錬金術師
I think the brother got the shortest end of the stick because it's like this guy just all of a sudden figured out the ultimate secret, and then he just like, oh, by the way, well, everyone's gonna get killed. It's like at the very point he was, he figured out like all he needed to know, like that's when the attack happened, which again makes for a good storyline. Just unfortunately, I would have loved to have seen him develop more.
しっかりしろ。死ぬな。
Don't say please. Yeah, okay. しっかりしろ。
くそ。血が止まらん。誰か。
Is that what the background music's called? Philosophodum? I don't know the name of this. I think no, Yu's was important because his character impacted the story beyond his death, whereas he kind of, like I said, the only one who knew about his brother is him. Very little about the brother is touched on the other characters. Yu's touched on a lot of characters. That's why that was important. And his death paid dividends later on. That's what I meant.
生きろ。死んではいけない。ラファ逃げろ。ラファ
左腕が。
どうした。
若。もうお役に立てません。
ラファやめろ。
見事なり。
That's a vicious scene. And it's not that, I mean, it's not even, Yeah, I mean, that's a...
踏まれたって倒れたって私らは何度でも向かっていく。そしていつかは
ただの悪あがきだ。
悪あがき。ああ、悪あがき。ただの悪あがき。
わかんないだろ。やってみなきゃ。知ってて動かないやつよりマシさ。あんたはいいのかいエドやるや。
That's actually pretty right there. We know that, but it's better than you're better than what you're doing, which is nothing.
みんながいなくなってしまっても。
何をそんなに必死になってる。人間どものために動いたところで結局奴らは勝手に死んでいくではないか。こちらはただ徒労に終わるだけ。
徒労に終わる。こちらはただ徒労に終わる。
ならば大事なものだけ抱えとっととよそへ逃げた方が賢明だとは思わん。なんか
賢明、
何
両親の呵責か。
Whoa. 呵責。Let's see if that's a full phrase. 両親の呵責。呵責。責め、苦しめること。厳しく押す。Okay? 両親。両親の。呵責。両親の呵責。Come on, hey, get out of there.
くだらん干渉か。
emotional pain. 見事を感じて心に痛めること。Yes, sentimentality. Okay. 感傷か。
ああ、ホーエンハイム。どれだけ思っても今さら誰もお前を受け入れはしないぞ。見ろ、自分の顔を。人間なぞただの資源。放っておいても勝手に増殖してくれる。
増殖。増えてよ。Oh, okay. If you just leave them alone, they'll just multiply.
お前が動く必要がどこにある。そんなことで何か変わるのか。この現実が弱いままの人間の姿が。
変わるよ。
So, Turisha Eric. So that's Eric's mom. Eric and Alphonse. Elric and Alphonse.
変えられるよ。
Edward and Alphonse.
きっと。私たち確かに弱いけど。でもだからこそ強くなろうって頑張れる。あなたには無駄に思える歩みでも、その都度何かを確実に積み重ねていってるものよ。
この都度。この都度。この都度。
下の者がさらに下を守る。小さな
死があるから生きようってあがいて人は強くなれるのよ。
焼いてあがく自由になろうとしている。フリーダム。
それでもまだあなたの心が迷うなら思い出してみて。私たちと過ごしたリゼンブールでの日々を。
As long as it's not a takedown, I could care less. I'm not doing this for money. Yeah, those are two really good songs.
Yumeka. Sewa ni natta na.
Okay, I can't really play the whole song. That will get it shut down. There we go. Okay.
目の前にある巨大な力に恐れを抱くのなら臆病者よ立ち去るがいい。信じていた力を失うのなら倒れるがいい弱き者よ。今決戦の時、力を尽くせ人間よ。次回鋼の錬金術師フルメタルアルケミスト第28話お父様。
Okay, father, yeah. I know it was a clip show, and those are usually done to save money. A lot, I think they did this one good, and it was they add a little bit the connecting tissue, which again you do that and you just make it entirely a clip show. It does kind of remind you about, even though humanity's going against homunculus, and whatnot, even though they're weak, that this means they got to work harder to become stronger, and whatnot, as opposed to those that just start from a position of weakness. Okay, let's go with the next episode. And I'll admit, this soundtrack for the anime is really damn good. It's a really good soundtrack. Okay, it's not a song I could probably sing at karaoke, but it's a nice song. Yeah. It's got a good beat to it. All right, so this is episode 28. Let's see, it goes to 123. Okay, anyway, Dr. Mlo showed up. Hopefully he enjoyed his tea. The video game Dark Souls 3, some of the best music ever created in that game. The game was made by... I know of the game. I've never played the Dark Souls trilogy, or Dark Souls series, sorry. I just know, supposedly super hard, and the basis of the game is you're going to die and die a lot. And your character essentially is learning through the process. So it's a very similar game called Chronos, where again your character kind of dies repeatedly, but through going through the whatever he's going through, it's kind of like a dreamscape of sorts, and the character, he or she, gets stronger, but every time you die, your character kind of physically ages a year, and so you go from someone who's like in their 15s, 8 to 20s, and if you die enough, you actually be in your 80s. And the thing is, though, as your character ages, they actually become more powerful as well. So you can get more powerful through experience, like collecting and whatnot, but also, it basically is trying to make the game easier. The idea is like you want to complete the game as early as possible. That would be the real challenge. But it's not making you lose if you, go up, die for a certain amount of time and whatnot. The OST, not the OPs. Okay, original soundtracks, OPs. I don't know what OP or ED extended. I don't know. Okay, let's get started. 123. Huh, that's an interesting skull with the fangs. Total-san. Oh. Alphonse Elric. Chronos. Chronos is by the way, it's a game for the Oculus Rift. I don't think they have it for this has been for the Oculus Rift or the Rift S. It's a virtual reality game, but it's kind of cool in that it's full scale. But you're viewing you controlling the character from the third person. So you'd be like, you're kind of like sitting in the wall at the corner of a room, and you'll see your character moving around the room. But it's instead of it being like a small scale, like some third person games are, instead it's like full scale. So you can actually have the character you're controlling come straight up to your face. You can kind of get a sense of their full position. Really good game. I really like it, and I like their take on, because I have no problem. People play virtual reality games. They think that, why it's got to be in first person. It's like, no, it doesn't. I mean, when you play Pac-Man, if you're in virtual reality and you go to an arcade and play Pac-Man, you don't then have to become first person Pac-Man. You're controlling the character. You're in virtual reality controlling a virtual character on a virtual video game, so you can do it that way. Or for example, if you ever played remote control planes or remote control cars, again, that's third person control. You're seeing it going around track. You're not seeing it from the viewpoint of the steering wheel, and it's still fun. I mean, I've done remote control cars. I've done remote control planes. They are fun to use, and it would be the same in virtual reality. Whatnot. So it's just now it doesn't mean you need to control all games that way, but some first person games are fun and third person games can be equally fun. And just because you're virtual reality doesn't mean you limit yourself to only a certain segment of games. You just have there is a vocal, I think it's a minority, but a vocal segment in the virtual reality community that thinks that all games have to be first person. That is just not the case. Okay, so let's just go on from there.
This place couldn't get any.
Oh no. Audio track, sorry. The hell? Okay. I was getting a little weirded out, sorry. It's supposed to be set to where it goes. It tries to default to Japanese, but they didn't have the track label, so it is track 1, track 2. So it defaulted to track 1. 気味悪いところに来ちゃったな。お父様！人柱連れてきた！お父様っていきなり？誰？父さん。 12 pen paper. You were on video. What was it? You were on video. What does that mean? Pen paper. Oh, no. I mean, what happened is right here. Yeah, I picked the. You're right. I was selecting video. You're right about that. My bad. Oh. Now, yeah, I remember like from episode 26, the Edward and the Envy. Edward, Envy, and Ramstan were escaping. Here we go. Wow. It's getting all sorts of fucked up. I forgot the panda's name.
それにしてもここはどこだ？
これは驚いた。腹から人間が。
ホエンハイム。
腹から。
鋼の手足。
鋼の手足。
鎧。エルリック兄弟か？
やつじゃない。
誰かと間違えてないか？待て。ホーエン。もしかしてバンホーエンハイムのことか？奴とはどういう関係だ？
一応父親。
父親。驚いた。あいつ子供なんぞ作っておった。でも確かお前たちの姓はエルリックではなかったか。
おおおたちの姓。Ah, okay, your maiden or your family name.
エルリックは母方のせいだ。
なるほど。
なるほど。
で、奴は今どこに？
知らねえよ。それよりあんたの方こそ何者だ。ホーエンハイムそっくりじゃねえか。
あれが死ぬはずがない。
あれが死ぬはずが
ない。しかし子供まで作って。お？怪我をしているのか？そっちは左手がないな。これでいいかな？骨折か。
So he can do alchemy and the I forgot the term they used for the alchemy, or I forgot what it is, the healing arts that the other group does. So destruction and creation, but also the one on the, was it Zen? Xerxes and was it Zen? I'm forgetting the names of the areas. So, but yeah, this guy can.
No. おい。
あとは肋骨だな。
Let's see, say. You were on video. The anime this has like, okay, congratulations, it's a healthy amalgamation. No champagne or potent girls or Nobel Prize winners. It's a little alkahestry. There we go. Alkahestry. Zing. Was it Zing? Okay. Jing. I think Jing, because you also say X is also a representative cross, so I say Zing, I think sometimes I mean crossing as well, but And that's a Roko, so Wakibara. I know that's a rib cage, but ribs. Abara bone. Roko.
お前たちは大切な人材だからな。体は大事にせねばいかんぞ。
大事にせねばいい。せねば。
こいつ何のモーションもなしに術を発動させた。
Shing instead of Zing. Jing. Okay. Moman.
しかも装甲を薄くせずに。
証拠。鎧。
つまり等価交換じゃない。
Oh, yeah, okay. 交換じゃない。
なんだお前は。ありえない。なんだその中身は。
そのまま返そう。
Wait.
なんだお前は。食べていいぞ。
ちょっと待て。こいつは俺の仲間だ。人柱である俺の顔に免じて。
俺の顔に免じて。
ここはほらな。
知ったことではない。私には必要のない人間だ。
なんだと。
兄さん、あいつホムンクルスにお父様って呼ばれてる。奴らを作った張本人だよ。
張本人。He's the main, basically the main culprit. その事件の起こすもの。Yeah, so he's the cause of everything. 張本人。
何？
体を治してくれたけど
気に入らないな。その態度、人間を愚か者と笑う奴らと同じだ。
お前は地を這いずる虫を愚か者と思うか。
Crawling worm. Say 這いずる虫。愚か者と思うか。
虫けらがあがいてもレベルが違いすぎてなん
虫けら、いや、その虫けらが足がいっても、when a worm is basically make your leg
の考えもわかないだろう。
考え、心の深く感じる。Okay. Twelve pin pepper. Oh, sorry. 顔に免じて。Okay. Sounds good.
私がお前たち人間に思うのはそれと同じだ。
怪我は治してもらったけど、やっぱ相入れねえ。どうやら諸悪の根源はてめえらしいな。
諸悪のどうやら諸悪の根源。諸悪の根源。どうやら諸悪の根源は
一気に型をつける。
一気に型をつける。型をつける。OK。一気に。
この際ザコは構ってらんねえ。
ザコ。OK。
ザコとは言ってくれるね。
Okay, the minnow is a little fish. ザコ。 とは
おちびさ。
おちびさ。That is 親玉一つの瞬間けど oh, okay the lead figure 人身的な人物を the boss the chief 親玉取
なぜ奴は何のモーションもなしに連成できる？
時間の無駄だな。
I like that is like everyone felt that. Including Hohenheim. Oh,
あのヒゲ、何を？
なんで術が使えないんだ。
本当にこの下等動物どもときたら。
下等動物 lower animals, right? 進化のっていうの basically lower life forms. Lower animals. 下等動物。
大きな力を得た途端に浮かれやがって。それがどんなものかも知らずに。今の繁栄が自分たちの力だけで成し遂げられたと思っているのか？
繁栄。今の繁栄が自分たちの力だけ成し遂げる。成し遂げる。
滑稽だ、愚か者どもめ。
滑稽。どうきたいだ。面白いこと。滑稽。So something amusing. 面白い。滑稽だ。愚か者ども。
どういうことだ？戻ってきたら教えるって約束だったのか？
はあ？お前ら虫けらとした約束なんて覚えてないな。
まあね。
てめえ。
喋りすぎだ、エンビー。
喋りすぎだ。
はいはい。
素材としては悪くなさそうだな。
素材become from the original. It's like the elements, material, subject, material.
使えるコマを増やせるかもしれん。
Well, I know that's like pony, but 使えるコマ。古くは Okay. Feels like there's. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. A chess piece. Skyru Koma. Okay, that makes more sense. That's a chess piece. Skyru Koma.
あれは賢者の石。
何？
あれをやる気だね。
あれ？
ホムンクルスを作るんだよ。賢者の石を流し込む。
Basically, that guy is like a walking philosopher's stone.
うまくいけば人間ベースのホムンクルスがで。
き上がる。
Yeah, so base. Okay, so that makes sense. Again, like the human is the base of making a homunculus. Makes sense.
まあ大抵は石の力に耐えきれず死ぬけどね。
そんなことさせるか。
Yeah, coma, pawn. I think. Well, I mean, yeah, pawn, chess piece, a pawn. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's in reference to shogi, but yeah, I think pawn makes just as. But pawn means more like someone who's expendable. Like at least in English, when we say pawn, we think probably someone who's expendable is doing something on your behalf. But you can get, whereas, don't forget on chess, there's those other pieces. Well, the knights, the bishops, the queens, and all that. Those are also pieces, but they're more powerful. So like the homunculuses are like the back rank. The one, whereas the pawns might be the all the alchemists that are out there. They're the pawns. So they're powerful. They can still take out the enemy, but they're expendable and they have a function which is protect the real game. So I think Koma though is like it's a bit better than pawn. Basically, another piece or another tool in our arsenal.
どうなってんだ。
What are we at? 10 minutes? Here we are.
なんで術が発動しない。てめえこら、ヒゲ、やめろ。そいつには待ってる奴がいるんだよ。離せ。こうすれば撃てないんだよね、人間は。てめえ、いいんだ、撃つな。余計な真似はするな。俺はこれでいい。何？賢者の石を探しにこの国に来た。それをわざわざくれるというんだ。願ったり叶ったりだ。お前何言ってんだ。
おお、面白い。ならば望み通り授けよう。
やめろ。
So we saw this last time with King, if I remember correctly. So. So Teo Dasana, I mean, don't interfere or don't resist. Or. Well, I think about the reason why I'm mentioning that is I usually hear Teo Das is like someone like being said like the enemy like captures someone. It's like if you raise a fist to us, we're going to tell on you. It's like basically they want them to be able to beat up the other person without the other person resisting. But that's the only time I usually hear it, which sounds stupid. It's like because if you're going to have somebody beat you up, it's like how are you? What's stopping them from keeping their promise? So just don't even assume you got to cooperating them is a part of the equation. Ooh, was it Oshi? Kote. Okay. So his consciousness is now going into the philosophy.
なんでガキがこんなところにいる。まあいい。お前の体よこしな。
よこしな。
俺様が使ってやる。
いいだろう。この体くれてやる。
あ？
受け入れると言ってるんだよ。
普通拒絶しねえか。
俺は真の皇帝になる男だ。他人の20や30受け入れるだけのでかい懐がなくてどうする。
Let's see if that's a Tokoro. I know it's like Natsukashi or Desire. Let's see. No. Wafuku ni. Yama nado mowari no. Large range? Mountain range as well? Okay, let's see. Pocket. I don't know. Doesn't feel right. Ah.
思い切りのいいやつは好きだぜ。だが後悔すんなよ。
後悔だと手ぶらで帰ったら。
手ぶら？
腕ぶった切ってまで尽くしてくれた進化に。
歌切る。歌切る。腕歌切ってまで。
合わせる顔がないだろうが。欲しいんだよ。守るために、手に入れるために、絶対的な力が。危険は元より承知。
その強欲さ気に入ったぜ。
強欲さ。強欲さ。
どれ、お前の覚悟とやら見せてもらおう。
リン。
ああ、この体の持ち主のことか。悪いな。この入れ物はグリード様がもらっちまった。
リンじゃなくて
グリードだと。
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah, 強欲。非常に欲しが深い。Desire, greed. Yeah, greed is better.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Okay, lean and greed. So yeah. So like the father and Hohenheim, are two people, with look the same. Whereas now we have greed and envy both, or greed and yin are in the same body. So I kind of like that. In reflections also of the brother Eric and Alphonse. Or Edward and Alphonse. Sorry.
ああ、あのってどのだ？
覚えてない。
ダブリスの。
だからそれはどこのグリードだ？
お前の前のグリードだ。
ああ、なるほど。ってわけで、俺はお前らの知ってるグリードとは別物だ。
So that sounds like というわけで。
リンは
面白いガキだったぜ。奴は俺をすんなり受け入れた。
すんなり。Why am I forgetting that one? Stretched out. Stretched. すんなり。Slim.
嘘だ。あいつがそんな簡単に乗っ取られる玉かよ。返事しろレン。
Huh? 何それ? And he shows up. Awesome. So, Scar. Nini.
どうした？
Alright, I forgot her name though. Right. Make sure where we're at. There we are. 嫌だ。
あの人嫌だ。人だけど人じゃない。
確かに。どれもこれも人ではないな。
シャオメン。Okay.
よかった。心配したよ。
おお、なんか知らんが感動の再会。
ホムンクルスとグルではないようだな。
グル Maybe グルではない。
鋼の錬金術師。
どこです？エドワード様はどこ？
あれだ。
どこにもいないじゃないですか。
だからあれだと言っている。あの小柄なのが鋼の錬金術師だ。
あ
Sorry. What was that, Kojo? Like small lady? Otome. Toshio. Okay. Otome no. Okay. Junjo. Meshi Subu. Meshi Subu. Okay.
あれ食べ損ねたイシュバル人だ。
Don't I serve it? Oh, wait, that's Oh, he hurts him when he eats, right? Tabesonete. Like hurt him.
祭ろわぬ民か。
Matsuru wame. Matsuro wame. Matsuro wame. Wanu. Matsuro wanu. Matsuro. Follow along. Oh, the neighboring country. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, so the survivors, the
確か破壊の錬金術師で断るごとに邪魔をしてきたやつだな。
So destructive alchemy, right? 破壊の錬金術師で断る。
片付けろグラトニー。奴は今術を使うことができない。
Oh, wow. Ripped him in half. I love it.
許せません。乙女心を踏みにじり。
Sorry. The little girls are so cute, though. And their little panda is cute, too. So it's hard not to hate, you know. What is it, Nameiki? Sassy? So, what is that? Again, Otome Gokoro. Fumi Nijiri, like a grind up or step or crush underfoot? Yeah. Fumi Nijiri. Yukai. Oh, Yukai, okay.
みんなひとまとめに。
みんなひとまとめに。みんなひと。みんなひと ?Okay. ひとまとめ。Okay. 天中。雨が降ろす。Judgment? Heaven's judgment? Oh, punishment. There we go. 天中。Nope.
なぜここで術が使える？
何のことだ？
うなってるんだろう。どうしてスカイあの子は。
わかんねえけど、状況打開のチャンスかもしんねえ。
状況打開 Okay, situation 打開。That's an open chance, right? Opening? Breakthrough, okay. 状況打開のチャンス。
スカー！イシュバールの内乱の真実を教えてやれ。
ああ、
真実。
内乱のきっかけになった子供の射殺事件は、そこのエンビーってやつが軍将校に化けてやったことだ。
Yeah, so yeah, Envy told him that story in the, I think that was in the other place, whatever it's called.
全部そいつらが仕組んだことだ。
詳しく話を聞かせてもらわねばならんようだな。答えろ。なぜ我らは滅ぼされねばならなかった。答えによっては貴様らを神の、いや我らイシュバールの同胞が眠る神のもとへは行かせん。
Okay, wait. All right, so that's Doho. Okay, countryman Doho が。
安息も救いも与えられるものと思え。
おお、すげえ。人間のくせにやるな。
ブリード、部外者を排除しろ。
部外者。I know it's like the outside. 部外者。排除。しのけてそこから。Oh, this. Oh, okay. Yeah, just take care of them. Get rid of them. Yeah. 排除。部外者を剥ぐ。排除。
えい。
俺は信じねえぞ、レン。
グリードだ。
あれは確かヤオ家のリン。
おいお前、なぜ錬金術が使える？本当に発動している。人体破壊、いや
人体破壊、いや
分解か。
あと一瞬逃げるのが遅かったな。こちらが。
大丈夫。 何を甘いこと言ってんだ君は。奴らは自分たちの無益な人間には容赦しない。
無益な、無益な。容赦。過ち。Okay, gotcha. Basically, they have no problem getting rid of people they don't fight.
早く逃げるんだ。
Yeah, let's see.
多すぎだろこれ。
Where are we at? 1911? There we are. Let's see.
お前たち逃げたのではなかったのか。
スカこの子を連れて地上に逃げられるか。
俺を逃がすというのか。あの医者の娘にとって敵であるこの俺を。
ああ、殴り倒してやりたいさ。正直お前なんかに頼むのは嫌だ。でも今はこの子を逃がすのが先だ。
貴様はどうする。
奴らにとって僕たち兄弟は貴重な人材らしい。ここに残っても。
And貴重な。And 人材らしい。いや、人材。
殺されることはない。
今の俺ではその娘を守りながらここを突破するのは無理だ。それに地上に逃げる気はもうとない。
もうと逃げる気。
水の分解。
Switched it, turned it to gasoline? Maybe. No, hydrogen. That's right. You split the oxygen. Okay. Fair enough.
ならやるって言ってよ。なんで無茶するんだ。
水素に引火とはやってくれるのは。どこだ。奴はどこ行った。
知らないよ。
グラートに匂いで追え。
Yeah, so. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking like this is like the substance of water, but so makes more sense because there's I'm trying to remember, it's Caso and what I forgot now. I'm trying to remember oxygen. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to worry about the scientific vocabulary. You learn it a little over time. I mean, I remember they were saying oxygen before and carbon before. I'm just kind of forgetting what they were.
もう再生力が残ってないのか。死にすぎだ。
なかなかいい蹴りだ。お前思ったより楽しみそうだ。
バカ王子。しっかりしろ。
グリードだ。
知るか。リンに体を返せ。
できねえそうだ。
すかしやがってこのアホが。おめえの国はランファはどうすんだ。
Ah. Oh.
親父殿、捕まえたぜ。
Ah. Whoa. Where did we go? What time was that? 21:29? There we go. Oyaji dono.
上にラースのところに連れて行け。
ったく余計なことばかりしてくれて、お前らがおとなしくしていればこっちも手を出さないんだよ。
兄さん、
あいつリンは中にいる。
There we go.
歌いながら鼻歌歌いながら歩けるんだ。君がいれば幸せ。
There we go. Yeah.
再生能力を使い果たしてしまったか。
Remember resurrection. I say no. Okay. Regeneration. 再生能力。使い果たして use it. Okay.
心配するな、息子よ。また作り直してやる。記憶もそのままにな。混沌の人間たちよ。
混沌。So it's like heaven, so heavenly created words, the words of God, sacred words. I don't know. Okay. Chaos. Nope. Okay, I'm not getting it. Chaos. Damn it. Chaos. Konton.
苦しみもだえるがいい。それこそ生きている証。そして
So chaos and pain is what's suffered, but also it's proof that you are alive. Okay.
相手の地。
Oh, and there's a leg itching. 足がえて自由になるとしてやったら手足を出す。What is stimulation? Flounder. Okay, struggle. God damn it, I got that all wrong. がえての地。
我が前にひざまずけ。
That's a full phrase. See, mine. No. ひざまずけ。
次回鋼の錬金術師フルメタルアルケミスト第29話愚者のあがき。
愚者のあがき。So there's struggle again. 愚者。Full. I like that. Was that Meisha? Gusha. Okay. With the philosopher Meisha, or the wise guy, sage, and Gusha. I like that. That's also good. Like if you know a word and you see the opposite, you knew what the opposite is, and that's also a great way. It's kind of like when you if you see a definition and it's a picture, and you can figure out what the word means just by looking at a picture. That's like the best definition. The second one, like if you know what something is based on its opposite, like you know what the opposite is. And so you tell, hey, it's the opposite of this, and it's like, okay, that makes complete sense. But I didn't know Meisha was sage anyway, so that wouldn't have helped.
手足をもがれた男は絶
Kondon no ningen. Yeah, chaotic.
立ち上がることができるのか。
反射する。反敵。Go against. Okay. Yeah, some words I don't get it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and again, I already know, I'm not going to comprehend the whole thing. I get that. I have already watched the show before, up to about like episode 50, 52, somewhere around there. So again, so this is already kind of new, but I'm catching some stuff that I didn't catch before because I was just watching it I didn't know something. Well, you kind of got the context through the whatever you could see and what you can pick up with the dialogue. What little I could pick up with the dialogue. So there is that. But the fine details were, of course, you don't get. So that's kind of cool that you slowly picked it up. And with that, because you increase the level of comprehension, again, what I've mentioned, and this is what I have been doing recently to a greater extent, is you can take something. Let's imagine this. Okay, start doing it. Let's say you started about 4,000 vocabulary words. Cool. And you started doing the whole immersion proper. Maybe you started at 2,000 words or 4,000 words in. Try to think, yeah. So you're just starting to watch shows. And what I'm saying is, like, at that time, when you get about 2,000 to maybe even 4,000 words, probably start doing the active immersion, whereas when you watch something, you're trying to, if you see something you don't know, you look it up. I'm not saying you got to do sentence mining. If you do, some people do that already with sentence mining. But let's just say you don't even worry about the sentence mining aspect of it yet. Just saying, pick a show that you're just going to say, I want to understand it as much as possible. Now, you don't have to do it with every show, but just pick one show, like I'm doing here with this Let's Read. And just say, okay, then do it like I'm doing with the Let's Read. You're going through the show, you see stuff you don't know, you try to figure out what it means. And try to just use the dictionary. You can use translations and explanations via summaries, but try to, essentially, by just looking at the words, try to comprehend as much as possible that way. Cool. All right, just go through the show. Now, when you finished up about 10 hours worth, okay, maybe then throw that into Anki and do a Morph Man with however much it took you 10 hours to get through. All right, so if it took you 10 hours to get through 3 episodes, put those 3 episodes into Morph Man. It took you 10 hours to get through 23 episodes, and put the 23 episodes into Morph Man. So roughly about 10 hours of effort it takes you to do active reading. Put that into Morph Man, then start learning words that way. But just only up to about 100 words, okay? Before you add in the next 10 hours of stuff. So you're always adding in 10 hours of material that you've done active reading on. When you first start off, that 10 hours could be just one episode. It could take you probably one episode to get through 10 hours to understand everything as much as possible in that episode. And whereas later on, it's like, okay, then it's like 3 episodes and 5 episodes. Like right now, I can probably get through about 10 hours. I'm guessing, about 12 episodes or so, 10 to 12 episodes of an anime, or about 5 or 6 episodes of a drama. Maybe a little more. It depends on the drama. All right. So anyway, so now you've kind of built something in that you've chosen something you want to understand as much as possible. You're going through it. About 10 hours of active reading effort, where you look up stuff you don't know. Then you're going to throw that all into Anki and use Morph Man, and let Morph Man then find the words that are. You're going to find out when you do this through Morph Man. You have learned words through just the active reading, and so you can skip those. Hey, I already know what that means. Cool, skip. And then you're finding words that are frequent in what you've read, but you didn't know. So that would be most likely useful to know. All right. And as you keep adding to it, then what the material gets bigger and bigger and bigger of what your comprehension level is. So, understanding 95% of let's say one TV show, 13 hours of a TV show, is different. It's probably not as good as knowing 90% of 10 TV shows, if that makes sense. So you want to, but again, you prefer, but 95% of 10 TV shows is much better than 95% of just one TV show. And then you add in 20 TV shows or books, and then 30, and then 40 and 50. So keep adding it. But what I meant is that you can, just on these steps, go through a process, and it's not necessarily sentence mining. You learn vocabulary, but you also, because it's more familiar, the sentences pop up, so you can learn those sentences in a context, and you do get some more out of it. And then, let's say you keep doing that, and when you get into more familiar, let's say you finally get a show, an entire show that got up above 95%. So what you can then do is like, you know what? I now know this show at like the equivalent of an N2 level or higher. So now you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to go back and then do the let's read again. But this time, you're going to concentrate more on repeating what you read, like saying out loud. Basically able to say out loud what you're able to read, and then go with the shadowing. So now you're not fighting the vocabulary anymore, or even the phrases, because you understand pretty much like 95% or more of the series. So now you're using it to help your output, and then every show, do that. And then what I also found out, this is what I was doing. So I've been doing that, but what I also did is I've been taking just the audio of the stuff I got above 95% Anki, of the shows that I got above 95% Anki, and I've been doing it like episode by episode each day. I'd maybe read through an episode to audio, then I'd play that audio on loop like all the time, but just that one episode. So an hour's worth of, it actually turned out to be 30 minutes because I compressed the audio down took out all the silent parts, and playing that on loop. So again, I'm here like near 100% comprehension of that one episode, but multiple times. So I'm getting more and more out of it every repetition for that day. And I go and do, I then mirror the audio for the next day, and then after that, then I go up to the next episode. So basically, for 2 days, I spend on 2 days on one episode of a show that I read like many moons back, and I had an Anki, and I learned at least 100 or more words from and whatnot. But now I'm turning into like essentially trying to seriously train my listening up to pushing my listening even to a next higher level. Now again, that's just what I'm doing because I'm really lazy, and I haven't been like sitting down watching Japanese shows like I should. I tend to waste time on the internet and stuff like that. So yeah, so it is something I'm doing. It is having an effect. I am noticing the effect, and both in my reading and also my listening. But yeah, it's just something to consider. I don't know if I have a you would have a wider vocabulary. That's right. All right. So I'm not saying this is a good way for everyone to try, but it is a way, and it's approachable. And you're not being say, but for it to work, you need to make sure that what you use you enjoy, because you're going to be exposing yourself to that material a lot on repetition. That and you're hopefully getting better and better. So it's almost like what I'm trying by thinking about though. It's based on what I heard from people who learned English at a younger age. Mainly it's English. And one guy, he had said, and he spoke English very good. He was from Indonesia, but his English was great. You would assume he was from the U.S. He was like, he said like he just was watching Disney cartoons and Pixar's, and he said like, yeah, he would actually watch an episode on repeat, and he would, as a kid, just like repeat what he was hearing as well out loud. Just had fun, just trying to like playing all the parts of the cartoon. and he did so he had but it was like multiple repetitions of the same thing. So it had to be something that was enjoyable you do, and through that process he got better in English, even though the goal wasn't to get better in English. He was just having fun with the show. But again, you can be adults and take that concept and then apply it, and there's nothing stopping it. Like I said, what I think I might do, I need to make sure I put down in writing in more detail as to the steps which I think can work. Because there's the guided path, you know, where you can go through the Tango, the Shinkansen Master, the art, remember the kanji. That's more the guided path, and you can work your way through that all the way up to the N1 level, and even a little bit beyond that if you wanted to. But pretty much that's guided up to the N1 level. Cool. But through the sentence mining route, the mass immersion approach, or the folded or refolded, whatever it's called now, but basically mass immersion, I think works great as a. You don't have to call it the title. You don't have to call it mass immersion approach as a title. We can call it mass immersion. That's going to apply regardless whether Matt had to change the name of his logo or his branding. But you know, there are people where you do mass immersion of multiple things, but you also do mass immersion of one thing. And the more, because you do one thing, it gets more and more comprehensible each time. So now you immerse yourself into more comprehensible material. I mean, there is a limit to that one thing. You still want to you want to keep adding to what you're immersing in. But the more comprehensible it is, the more benefit you get from that hour of immersion. Like that, the material you're immersing in is maybe 50% comprehensible. It's not as beneficial as something that's like 70% comprehensible or 90% comprehensible. Problem is, you're never going to get the 90% comprehension if you haven't studied it. If that or you're already at a higher level. So we're trying to say, how do you get something that's at 95% comprehension without your level at your overall level in the language being 95%? Well, here are the steps. Do a read through of it. Put it into your background audio loop, cool. Your background immersion, and put it into Anki, cool. Learn some vocabulary that way, cool. Use Morphman, so now you can kind of gauge like because Morphman can scan your text and you can say, hey, this text is finally at a 95% comprehension, so cool. Let me go and take and put that into even more use, you know. And it might make sense. Because again, I've had experience. This was 10 years ago when I studied a drama. And then that audio on background loop that I was having playing all the time, that was the audio that was pushing my listening up, my listening comprehension up. And I knew it was coming from those dramas because I had done it with other dramas I hadn't studied, and it did dick all. But yeah, the dramas that I studied, or at least made an effort to comprehend at as high a level as I was possible of me doing at my current Japanese level, boom, I got the most out of that audio. And yeah, and it also works with reading as well. So I'm saying I've only read this once, but if that other stuff that I've got 95% comprehension, I read it once, 2 or 3 more times, now I'm reading material that's at a 95% comprehension. And so I do get a lot more out of that half hour, 90 or 2 hour, 2 hours or whatnot. I get more of it. So, there are some benefits to each. And, but again, it's just a very structured way. And so it's approachable, and you don't have. And it's just really dependent on you finding the material first to consume, and then make sure, hey, just don't consume it once. Just realize, hey, you're going to do some more stuff with it. So especially choose like what you find is fun to you. So if you hate watching a show, do not use this with a show you hate to watch. It's got to be something you've enjoyed watching. So I wouldn't do this with Evangelion, but definitely I would do it with Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Attack on Titan. Rookies, example, Keikon Dekinai Toko, all those shows, I would have no problem doing it with those. Hopefully that makes sense. Cool. I think I've talked enough. I got to call it quits because I got another thing to do for work. But yeah, it's been fun. 12-pin paper. I find it really interesting to see how others study. This is quite enlightening. All I've been doing is watching anime over many years and regularly listen to podcasts and such. It occurs to me that this is what I've done with Japanese, actually, not consciously anyway. Okay, yeah. And let's say if it works, you can make it a bit more functional. And you don't because the one thing I've always hated about the AJAT thing is kind of like they said, here, do this broad thing, and then magic happens. And it's just like you got to put in a year's worth or more of time. It's kind of hard. And if you're not of that personality that can do like consuming Japanese, whether comprehensible or not, from morning to evening, like, again, I wasn't that type of person. The most I would do is like with background. So that's kind of like what mine's going. It's like, hey, my main thing is with background immersion, and maybe the times I do sit down to study and read. But so yeah, maybe I'll find something that makes use of that for those types of people that are in that situation, have that mindset, and it's but still can be effective and works. That's the main thing. All right, I've done enough. I've talked enough. So thank you all very much. This has been Nuke Marine. I'll be back. Should be back tomorrow. Start doing episodes 2 and 3. Got a lot of anime episodes to go through. So let's see, 38 plus 32, 70 episodes, about 35 days worth of let's reads just with anime right now remaining. That's me remaining. All right, I've already covered about, let's see, 26 times 5. What was that? 31, 130. So 65 days already. So another 30 days. I was like, yeah, that's nothing. Cool. Yeah, and thank you all very much for the comments. Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks for watching. All right, later, guys.